Oh, hello. I'm live. It's always a guess. So anyway, let's go. Today it's saying I'm dropping frames, so hopefully you can see me. Not that you need to see me. This is Jane Gardner of jane-gardner.com. And we are doing Build Your Business again, 52-week training. And today it's week 27. And so we're going to be talking about being a media mogul. So let's get started. So this is Build Your Business in 52 weeks. This is free training for you to find out how to grow your business. And today we are doing Be a Media Mogul. We've looked at our core values, our entrepreneurial mindset, our brand. We positioned ourselves as an educator. We did a weekly workshop. We built a product snowball and did some strategic marketing. We created a content factory. We built a massive network and became a media mogul. And then we got into production mode and we built a learning center, create an online community. We raised our fans and put systems in place to grow. So today is week 27, and we're going to go into a bit more detail about being a media mogul. And today it's being an audio mogul. So basically, to be a media mogul, you have to be seen as the expert you are. You master one media for traffic. And this means that you choose one way and use all of your other media to support the one way that you're going to become a media mogul. Now, obviously, I'm a video mogul, as I love video. I do use it for podcasting later and repurposing, but I like video. You will need to decide on a way to get traffic and do what is necessary until you've mastered it. Because most of us are all over the place. We have a Facebook group, we're recruiting affiliates, we're on YouTube, we're doing a little bit of everything. But we don't need to do that. We need to focus. You'll need to decide on a way to get traffic and do what is necessary until you've mastered it. Even if what you're doing is just your prospecting, you're going out and you're cold calling or you're networking, you've got to kind of decide to master and hone in on one media platform and then let your media support that one source of traffic. So today we're going to look at audio mastery. So we're going to look at becoming an audio media mogul and what are the benefits of doing that. Not everyone has to develop an audio presence, but it's a good one to share your thoughts and visions. When a person consumes your audio, they can take you more places easily. So they can listen to you in the car when they're doing their workout, or when they're on their walk. They can listen to your audio at any time. And they can develop a deeper connection with them depending on what you're sharing in your audio. Whatever you do with video or text can be done with audio. So what are you going to do? There are different kinds of audio, and what do you want to be seen as an expert in? Podcasting is the most well-known, and although it happens on iTunes and other platforms, there are numerous ways to connect. But you can also use online radio, with the best-known platform being Blog Talk Radio. Some prefer to use YouTube to deliver their audio by creating some kind of graphic with the content. And you can use an app like Headliner app to add a video to your audio podcast that is on YouTube. And YouTube is catering more to audio, so it's become easier. You can broadcast live audio using video channels such as YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. You can use apps and applications like StreamYard, Restream, or OneStream like I'm using to create an audio. And then once you have the recording, you can use video editing software to edit out the audio and use the audio for your audio podcast. Social media channels are also a popular way to deliver audio, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter. And then how do you monetize audio? Obviously, you can mention your direct URLs for your listeners for your own and affiliate products while you're doing the audio. But you can also develop a venue for sponsorship if your audience is large enough and get sponsors. You will want to make sure that you know exactly who your demographics are, because those will be the ones that you want to attract, and those are the ones who will listen to what you're talking about. This will help you to choose the right platform where you be serious about developing audio content. You can also sell your audio content by making it downloadable from your sales platform or applications such as Soundwise. So you have to decide where you want to do your audio, whether you want to put it into a podcast feed, RSS feed platforms like Libsyn or, I've forgotten the other one. Sorry. Anyway, and then use it and send it to other places like Spotify, or just use Spotify. It's up to you. So where are you going to get an audience for your audio? Well, find the easiest online medium to conduct interviews and begin to publish this as content on a regular basis. So if you do that weekly, publishing an interview, then you will start to attract an audience. Don't look for generic guests. Use your Dream 100 list that you've already put together and invite them onto your podcast in order to do an interview. If you don't want to do multimedia interviews, use written interviews. Be creative. So for your Dream 100, you could invite them to answer some questions on audio and send it to you. They could actually interact with you on an interview at a certain time, or you could pre-record the interview and send it out at a certain time. There you have lots of flexibility when it comes to audio. Make sure that you keyword optimize the content and publish them everywhere your profile is. And ask kindly and make it easy for your guest to share the episode when it is ready. So make sure you prepare your episode to have transcripts and to have a link and to have some artwork that your guest can send out to their audience as well on social media or onto their email list, whichever way they wish to do it. And you can also use your content as a list builder. So at the end of every episode, make sure to promise at least one thing that people can only get by opting in. So you can also create a transcript and a summary that is available for people to download. If they don't wish to listen to the audio, they can read about it on the transcript. You can do a video version if you start with a video, of course, or you could even, so you could do a video interview and then change it, take out the audio and make the audio podcast, but also have the video version. That's what I usually do. But you could also now, with YouTube, you can add the audio to a graphic, and that becomes the video, and you can upload that to YouTube. You can have a cutting room discussion where you cut and create little sound bites of your content in order to attract people on social media to your interview. And you could also do the setup conversation where you talk about setting up and doing the interview. You can also have it attached to or linked to niche-related products in your wherever you put it on your platforms. And depending on your niche, you provide rights to use certain content. So if you obviously it's just you in the interview and you give other people rights to reuse the content, that would be a way to create something that you could sell. So, in summary, if you want to become a media mogul with audio, one of the ways is first to consider what type of audio you want to do based on your audience, and then decide what platform you want to use and what topics you want to do. And it's all based on your audience. And then obviously you can talk and do topics yourself on your in your audio broadcast, but you can also strategically invite your Dream 100 on as guests to be interviewed, and then of course share it with their audience to build your list with this audience. You can also monetize your audios while you're building your content in your content factory, and you can repurpose your audios into other formats. And of course, you can share it on all kinds of platforms in other formats. And you can use the content to grow your list builder. So you, of course, can use your audio to have people opt in to listen to your other audios, or you could sell your content if it's of interest to others, depending on what your topic is. So there are many ways to use and become a media mogul in audio, and certainly it is something that you can consider to be your media of choice, and then you repurpose. So we can look at where we are in Build Your Business. So we were gone and looked at your media mogul in audio. Next time it'll either be in ebooks, or it'll being an author, or it could also be a video mogul. But for now, next week we'll get into production mode, and of those we're going to build a learning center, create an online community, and have affiliates and put systems in place. If you want to look at some of the other trainings, you can join and find out what the other trainings are and go through the other weeks at http://jgtips.com/BYB-free, or come into the Facebook group at Implement Club at facebook.com/groups/Implement Club, where this, of course, will always be shown in the next 26 weeks. Is that right? I think that's 25 weeks. So, in summary, for me, as you can tell, I like to do video, and I'll just tell you what I do. So I create my video. Obviously, I use slides, so I am using some text in terms of creating my content, and then I create the video, and this will then is now in back in, I think it's week 9. I'm back in Home Biz Startup video podcast, and I can also take out the audio and make a Home Biz Startup podcast with audio. So I can do that and also I will be editing and adding and just using sections of it on social media. And of course, I'm thinking of writing a book based on my weeks of building my business. So you have to become an expert in one media in order to be seen, obviously, as an expert, and you're educating and you're having your weekly workshop. And so this is the way that I do it, and I find it very easy to repurpose into audio and into text, because nowadays you have software that will edit your video for you, pull out the audio for you, make transcripts, and it even subtitles. And that is a tip I will tell you right now is capwing.com. I'm using right now It's a yearly fee, and it does all of that within 20 minutes or less. I can get all that value out of it. Or you can do it in Camtasia, which is by TechSmith as well, and you learn it. There's a learning curve, but I obviously have trainings for that. So hopefully those are two things you can look at in terms of trainings of what to do. To become a media mogul, it can be easy if you do it strategically. See you next time for production mode.